It's the end. NBA brought to you by 2K Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It's the Toronto Raptors and the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Giannis. And the layup is good. You know, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Now, here is our test. Following the miss by DeRozan. Here's Giannis. 3 seconds left. And the dunk by Giannis.
You know, gifted with what seems to be a limitless reach. The Greek Freak can get to offensive rebounds that most others only think about getting to.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
You know, on the floor, Keem just doesn't have a physical advantage. He's also very mentally tough. He brings a lot of focus to his game.
Here's Philadelphia. It's a 3-point game. Doubled by Maxey. Here's DeRozan. And stolen by Giddey. Jumps up. And the dunk by Giannis.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
Fast break Toronto. He lobs it up.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
Well, the elevated playmaking from DeRozan has been a revelation of late. An all-around threat who still feels underappreciated by many, and I think that drives him quite a bit.
And here's DeRozan after Ron Artest hitting the 3. And DeRozan, here we go. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's DeRozan. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Artest, good.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
That's his first.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
This team is credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Right side hero. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And it's the Raptors ball. They're on a 20-5 run. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Olajuwon can't hit. Toronto leading by 17. Pass to Fall. And that one is hammered home.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Olajuwon. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
Substitution for your 76ers. Mason Plumlee.
Trent outside. Got a piece of it. Just 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Raptors ball. Substitution on the court.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Now the 76ers with it. Russell with a wide-open look. The 76ers with another miss. To stop the run. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Boy, deceptive athleticism that Russell has for a point guard. This young man is sneaky in his ability to get up.
Here's Dosunmu. He can't get that one. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Now, here is Russell. 6 to shoot.
Thus far, they haven't gotten the ball inside at all.
Yep, I've got to give the defense credit here. Cutting off driving lanes and really making them a jump shooting team.
Gary
Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
76ers moving the ball around. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And it's Russell missing.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Reed down low.
76ers foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
No good on that one.
Line for the Raptors. Paul Reed taking 2 shots.
That one misses.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Here's Russell. And the layup's good off the glass. Russell's got 6 points.
And this is what you get with a bigger guard. D'Angelo able to finish through contact.
Here's Oubre. Plumlee with the steal. Gets it off. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Raptors out in front. They lead by...
The Raptors, 29.
Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here as we get underway once again. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
It's tipped. Olajuwon with it. Maxey covering. VanVleet wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Olajuwon.
Boy, well done on that pass by Olajuwon. He's just a tremendous all-around talent.
Yep, it counts.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's VanVleet. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors.
Who's watching him? Oh, right here.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Bangs home the trifecta. Artest's got 9.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
And here's VanVleet from the arc.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Fall. Inside. Here's Giddey. Kick out to Giannis. Shot clock at 5. And it's Artest missing. Philadelphia with the ball. Here's Olajuwon. Here's DeRozan. Kicks it out to Olajuwon. Goes back up. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Hey, best of luck trying to slow Akeem down. Going up for a full-strength power jam.
Here's Giddey. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 20. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. And he's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passers. David, thank you. Here's Fall. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4. Clark, when they're evaluating draft prospects, we always hear about wingspan, arm span. How does that translate to the basketball floor?
Well, it's actually reach factor, Kevin. That's a huge component of defense, particularly when you're talking about guys switching all the time. So the ability to cover ground, to challenge shots from a distance, that's why wingspan is so important. And you think about it, multiple Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, perhaps has the longest wingspan ever recorded at the Combine. You know, knocking down mid-range jumpers is huge for Antetokounmpo. It doesn't allow the defense to form a wall and play off of it. And it opens up driving lanes as well.
Russell. And the rejection by Giannis. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the Raptors with possession. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Dosunmu. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Clock at 6. Back to Oubre. From deep. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Well, certainly, Clark, the 76ers, the past few seasons, have given their fans plenty to feel good about.
Yeah, and you know, those Philly fans are really hard to please. They have great expectations and knowledge to go along with it. But you're right. I mean, it's been much easier to look on the bright side in Philly recently. The talent and results have been trending up in recent years.
And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
The kick out to Williams. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
And so he makes both from the line. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their careers.
Second chance shot. And it's Stevenson missing.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Here's DeRozan. And he converts the layup. DeRozan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, DeRozan comfortable and confident from that area.
Pass to Dosunmu. .104 left to play here in the half. And the foul called on Grant Williams.
That's his first personal foul.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. And Toronto will go for a different look here.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Powell. Stolen away. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Raptors out in front, delivering the blowout. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Van Vliet on the wing. Trying to get open is Nowitzki. Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
And here's Oubre. No points in the game yet for him.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
To the middle. Here's Nowitzki. And Nowitzki with the stuff.
A nice room service feed from DeRozan. Couldn't get more wide open than that.
Over in the corner, Williams. Nailed from three-point land. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Van Vliet outside. And the shot is good. Van Vliet's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, tricky play by Van Vliet to beat the close coverage. Slipping pass there for the finish.
Oubre for 3. That shot no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And Philadelphia calls time here. The 76ers squad is struggling.
And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of them. The Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town. Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo showing his versatility yet again. His dribble moves are virtually unguardable.
And Greg, you mentioned the 76ers have taken on the identity of Philadelphia. In your estimation, how?
You know, you go all the way back to the 80s. This has been a team that plays hard, focuses on defense, gritty, much like their city. So they tend to play with a chip on their shoulder.
Olajuwon, right side. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
Hey, it's inexcusable not putting a body on a king. I mean, you deserve to get cooked when you don't do that.
Outside our test. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Giannis. Up and in, that's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
You know, when Giannis is being this aggressive on offense, he can be really hard to stop. The defense needs to make an adjustment.
Kicks it out to Nowitzki. From past the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. Pass to Artest. For 3. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
Takes a step back. Here's Hero. At the elbow, Olajuwon. That one doesn't drop. And Toronto will go the other way with it.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And stolen by Russell. Hero with it. Now guarded by Giannis. Olajuwon inside. Over Artest. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Giddey, no good. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Nowitzki. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Into the lane. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's his first personal foul.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek Freak.
Two minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the third quarter. To the paint. They need this one. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third. And there's the drive. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
And Nowitzki has it in the corner. Williams trying to break free. Nowitzki, good. Nowitzki's got 10 points.
Boy, he's doing everything he can. At this point, the rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes in there. Antetokounmpo's got 34 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Russell. Here's Plumlee. Pass to Williams. Nowitzki outside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass break. Here come the Raptors. Giannis with the ball. Banked in off the glass. Giannis has got 36.
Boy, once Giannis gets the ball in the painted area, Antetokounmpo is really almost automatic.
And so it's Toronto out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be right back after this. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Now here's Dosunmu to the inside. Lets it go from 11. Eubanks. The kick out to Giannis. And finally they hit one. Antetokounmpo's got 38 points.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Shoots from the elbow. Off the left rim and out.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his third.
And with the internet and social media, players Clark have so much more ability to engage with the public and be heard. Is that important?
Kevin, anytime you can empower folks to share their voice, their stories, and be authentic in their own way, I think that's a positive. Player empowerment is something that social media avails, not only to players, but I think to everybody. It doesn't just bring attention to the game, but also causes and commitments players have to their respective communities and issues that are going on in the world. So I think it can be far more good than bad when you think about the platform of social media.
Giddey goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Pass to Olajuwon. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, that was a nice play by Olajuwon there, getting the shot off while still drawing contact.
Good on the second free throw. Now Maxey. Pass to Fall. Back to Maxey. From outside, off the mark. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Substitution for your 76ers.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Giannis.
There are very few guys that move with the grace that Antetokounmpo does on his drives. He's got an easy, long, ground-eating gait that's very effective.
Here's Saric. Fall with the rebound. Here's Toronto. Here's Antetokounmpo. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Pass to Garuba. And it's Toronto with the rebound. The crossover. And Antetokounmpo lays it up and in. Antetokounmpo's got 46 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And he makes that one. Antetokounmpo's got 48.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Down low. They need this. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Here's Giannis. And it goes down 2 points. Antetokounmpo's got 50 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Saric. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Second shot opportunity. Here's Saric. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games. You know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Our test on the way. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, the aggressive approach from Giannis, I like it. Not settling for the layup, instead punching it on him. That's the way you do it.
Going inside. And stolen by Giddey. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Substitution.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Williams picks him up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Giannis has got 60.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Hero, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo, no good. And Olajuwon has got the ball here for the 76ers. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first.
Boy, Hakeem's size makes him hard to match up against, especially when he's determined to score inside.
So he can't get either to fall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. First one falls for him.
Shooting for Toronto, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Nowitzki. Over in the corner, Olajuwon. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
At the line for your...
He hits the second from the line. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he drives in. Shot, high post. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting.